GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook midweek, Wednesday. There is this phenomenon in this country that keeps on coming up before us through developments in the news media. And we ask ourselves, what is going on here? It's where when men commit crimes, usually felonies. We're not talking about a foul thief or a bicycle thief or somebody who stole a bell or a garbage can, which all happens, but very rarely now. It makes the news. We are talking about men who commit murders and arson and rape, or all three together, as happened in one instance, and where they get sentenced, they are found guilty after due process, and they're sentenced to very, very stiff jail time. My point is, and now there are these developments that come up in our faces about appealing for a reduction in sentence, and it's too draconian, it's too severe, and then the judiciary is saying, well, yes, it's too much. Here's the story here. I got a problem with that, and we all should. Do the crime, pay the time. It's as easy, it's as simple as that. Do the crime, pay the time. Now here's this. One guy, in some foul cock quarrel, a murder happened, and he was sentenced to 66 years. It's been reduced by 42 years. So he's now serving 24. If he had waited 4 years, it means he's got 20 left. For good behavior, he's going to be out in 15 or less. It's too lenient. It is too lenient. We've got to stop this nonsense. We have got to put our arms, when people commit crimes now, they don't want to leave any witnesses. They don't want to leave anybody wounded. They kill them. So why should, they did not show any mercy. Why should leniency be extended to them? I disagree with this. I don't think I'm being punitive. I don't think I'm being vengeful, or society is being vengeful. Society is responding with justice for what protects us. For what protects us. We're a country who's going to have a lot of jobs. Seize those job opportunities as opposed to going for quick money and use a gun or settle matters violently. We have a situation that came up late last week's newspaper related to the same thing, where two guys in the space of a couple of days committed two murders. I think it was in the Bath area. And one was allowed to plead to the lesser charge of manslaughter. This guy, he's 24 now, when he was 16, he was alleged to have committed a rape. In the inquiry, he was so callous, so remorseless, and so arrogant that he gave the proceedings repeatedly, the media that was covering, he gave them the middle finger. And you know what that means, right? It's a 4-letter word and followed by U. It begins with an F. And now this guy is he was allowed to plead to the lesser charge of manslaughter. They tied up, there was a robbery. When they didn't get enough money, tied up one of the homeowners and set the house on fire. This guy should be hung repeatedly. Look, I'm a pretty easygoing fellow, but when I see these things, my blood boils. So now he's there. So whatever the maximum sentence is for manslaughter in this country, it should be applied. No discretion. Forget about what his probation report says. No discretion, and he is allowed, and he's not allowed parole. I think judges are given that leeway. Maximum manslaughter penalty allowed, and with no possibility of parole. This is what protects us. This is what safeguards us against these unreconstructed criminals. Let's stop this nonsense about reducing sentences for felonies. Okay? And there must be a minimum by which they can be reduced by. Let them think. Let them think before they commit these crimes. Until the next time, GHK Lall on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Thank you for joining us on the National Outlook.